Assalamu alaikum everyone. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum. Yes, hello and welcome to everyone. We are still busy with lesson 2, and in this session we'll be looking at the following. First, we're looking at page 7, and here we have again some Arabic letters and then the English equivalents. So we will link the English to the Arabic. Link is sil, and color in afterwards, which is lawin. So we say sil wa lawin, link and color in. So let's start. First letter. What is that letter? Of course, in English, a T. Now, where do you see the T? Let's have a look. First one. There we go. And how do we write it? You see, we can make it nice and colorful. And the next one is at the bottom there. And there we have the T. T. Then our next sound is the B on top there. And where's our burst in Arabic? First one is right there. Remember the boat with the one dot at the bottom, or the button at the bottom. There's the first B. And you see another one right at the bottom. And there's our second B. Now we go to N. N, remember, N for one, and in Arabic it's the letter with one dot on top, and that's the N. Do you see another one? Yes, there we go. Remember, N for one with one dot on top. That's the N. Right, let's move on. Next letter is the Th. Th. Th for three. And of course in Arabic, it's the letter with three dots on top. There we see the Th. And where's the other one? Is there another one? Right there at the bottom. And let's make it nice and colorful. And then, of course, finally, we got the Y. And the Y has two dots at the bottom, like we see there. If you look closely at the Y shape, you can see it's similar to that of the English shape, but just turned to the side with the dots. So that is the Y. And, of course, on top, we have another Y. There we go. Right, there you can see how colorful you can make that page. So why not give it your artistic flair and see what you can produce, or let the young learners, the children, help you along with this project. At-Tayyibah. Let's move on. So now we're looking at page 8, and here we have an exercise. Join the letters to form the words. So join again is what? It's, well, similar to link. So we can say sil. And the letters is al-khuruf. To form words. Words are kalimat. Right? So sil al-khuruf litukawwin al-kalimat. Litukawwin al-kalimat. To form al-kalimat. And the first mithal, for example, there we see, of course, on top column. And then the first one that we need to write at the bottom there is number 1, where we see the kaf, ta, alif, and ba. Then number 2, ithnan, is waw, lam, and dal. Thalatha, ba, nun, ta. And arba'a, kaf, lam, ba. Let's write these. First one, sil al-huruf litukawwin al-kalimat, or al-kalima. Al-kalimatu ula huna. Of course, this is the example, but we will write this one as well. And of course we add the qaf, lam, mim. Let's have a look. And then we write the qaf, nice and round with 2 dots on top, similar to the ta. Remember, 2 dots on top, but the shape is different. Then the lam or the l, and then the mim, right? And if we link them or join them, this is how we write the word qalam. In Arabic, we normally write the word out and then we add the dots afterwards. Let's look at the qaf again. Qaf, nice, fat, round, with 2 dots on top. And if we write it at the beginning of the word, it becomes flatter. We add the lam and then the mim. Qa, la, m. And of course, don't forget the dots. That is qalam. So the second one here, or the first word in the exercise, that was the example, remember, qalam. So the first one of the exercise, we have the kaf, ta, alif, and ba. And let's look at it. And that, of course, we write the kaf. You see, it's written like that. Kaf, like the lam with a what we call a hamza in the middle. But if it's at the beginning of a word, we change the shape. Right? So the shape of the kaf will change to this shape here. The ta, of course, is written like that. But when we add the alif, then together, remember we wrote it before, it will give us the ta alif or the ta sound. Ta sound. And then, of course, let's look again. The kaf is a separated form followed by the ta or the t, followed by the alif. The alif there, as you can see, just a stroke down, and then the last letter is the b or the ba. And if we combine them into the word, remember then the kaf shape must change, because now we add the kaf to the ta and the ta to the alif to give us the kita. And then ba will be separated because nothing can be added to the alif from the left hand side. From the right you can link to the alif, but not at the back of the alif. And then there you see kitabun. That is how we write the un, as we said earlier on. A book, kitabun. Right. Let's look at the next word. And here, number 2, we see waw, lam, dal. Wa, la, da. A wa, la, and a da. So there we write the waw, and followed by the lam, and then finally the d or the dal. You can see the waw hangs below the line. If you would draw a line, it would be below the line. So together it would be written like that: wa, la, d, or wala, dun. Waladun. Why un? Because it's a boy. Remember? A boy, waladun. Right, let's go to the next word. Thalatha, number 3. As you can see there, we have the b, the n, and the t. And of course the b, we write like that. Remember the boat with the button at the bottom. And then the n, with the 1 dot on top, and then the t, which is similar to the b shape, but with 2 tiny dots on top. Remember, right? So let's link b, n, t, and remember we write all the huruf first, and then we add the dots afterwards, right? And there we go. Bint, which is bint or bintun. bintun, wayun, a girl. A girl, bintun. That was thalatha. Let's go to arba'a. Arba'a, as you can see there, we have the kaf, the lam, and the ba. Let's write again. The kaf is written like the lam with a hamza on top. Add the lam, right, and then the b or the ba, and that's a k and a b. And how do we link that? So remember, the kaf will now change shape because it's at the beginning of a word, followed by the lam and then the ba. So there we see ka with the fatha, ka, followed by the l with sukoon. So that's just kal, and the b or the bun. And remember, we say kalbun because it's a dog. That un shows indefinite. So here we can see again kaf, lam, ba, and that gives us the word kalbun. Kalbun, a dog. Very good. And that brings us to the end of that session as well as our lesson 2. I trust you've enjoyed this and I hope you've learned something new today. And if you know all this, share it with someone who doesn't. In that way you will still do a good deed. Shukran. Wassalam.